Is there any play more fun in basketball than a dunk? Well, for the Auburn Tigers, they're not just bringing in any kind of dunker to this year's team. Bruce Pearl is bringing in a national champion slam dunk athlete, a super athlete and capable finisher. Will Jahki Howard get the rims rocking in Neville this season? Welcome to Freshman 15. Today we are talking about Auburn's Jahki Howard.
Jahki Howard is a four-star prospect. Howard ranks as the number 61 player nationally and the number 14 small forward. He's the number 5 player out of the state of Georgia. And unlike a lot of overtime elite players, he is actually from Georgia. Howard is the 2024 Kings Hawaiian National Slam Dunk Champion. He stands at 6'6" and weighs 185 pounds. David, what are your thoughts on this slam dunk champion?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna like highlights, this is the kid for you, right? This is if you like dunks, this is what we're all about here. We're gonna see some highlights out of this kid if he finds time on the floor. He's not the most highly anticipated freshman coming into this class, so it may be a development thing for Jahki Howard. He might be there a year or two at Auburn. We'll see what the future kind of holds for him. But boy, the athleticism is fun to talk about, and it's gonna be. We're about to do some highlights and see some video on this kid. And yeah, we're going to see some dunks. So get ready for that.
Well, let's go to the tape and check out the scouting report. Like I said, Jahki Howard is a big impact player. He's going to put a lot of volume and a lot of fun into the game of basketball for this Auburn Tiger team. He has a great frame and good length. He is what you may call a super athlete who is very explosive and one of the most explosive players in this class. Seems to just kind of appear out of nowhere. So that's going to be a lot of fun in transition, especially when you've got some of those alley-oop prospects hanging around the rim. Plays very well above the rim, speaking of it, and he is a vertical spacing threat. I think Jahki Howard has a lot to look forward to. He's going to be a very physical player, and he's going to be an exciting player to watch.
Yeah, and in case you haven't heard, yeah, he can dunk the basketball. He plays extremely well in transition, like Maddie was hinting at on the offensive side, but he is still a little bit raw on that offense, and that's where he needs to develop. He also needs to develop his handles in the course of his game, and he also needs to add a little bit of a mid-range or extended shooting to his game as well. But what he is really good at is he is a good slasher in the half court, and he creates a lot of those chances for himself. The jump shot is starting to come along. We're starting to see some improvement, and he's starting to provide some spacing from the corner in particular, but he is an aggressive attacker of the rim.
Speaking of that aggression, defense is definitely Howard's upside right now. Like you said, he is very aggressive. He can be aggressive in passing lanes, and he's capable from switching from 1 through the 4 on defense. So you've got a lot of upside on this guy being able to cover a lot of space in the floor. He has a ton of tools at his disposal on the defensive end, and he has more than most when he's locked in. So he's definitely one of those players that while his offense is still kind of developing, the defensive highlights are probably going to be almost as fun as the offensive side.
Yeah, and you're talking about that versatility. Can guard 1 through 4. I mean, that's a trademark of an athlete and a trademark of something. We saw Adou Thiero do this at Kentucky in the Champions Classic last year in that Kansas game when Kentucky didn't have a number 5 or in that situation. Adou Thiero is out there guarding Hunter Dickinson just off of pure athleticism. Jahki Howard may have that kind of potential. We're going to see how he develops at Auburn, but it's an exciting prospect for the Tigers and someone that they should be looking forward to, especially on that defensive end in year 1. We'll see his game develop through the course of this preseason and see where he ends up as the year goes on. But a lot of excitement around him right now. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you have not already, please like and subscribe to the Hoop Southbound Show. We greatly appreciate it. We have more content coming out. We're doing season previews right now. We're also in the course of finishing up this Freshman 15 series. We're going to start a new team next week or in the next segment, whenever the next video comes out. We'll see where this one lands on the calendar. And we also got the additions of the portal as well, where you can check out the portal classes for each team in the SEC. We appreciate you guys being here. We want you to stay here. We want you to talk basketball with us. Guys, what do you think about Jahki Howard and his chances of making the floor at Auburn this coming season? It's a crowded team, so we'll see what kind of chances he gets. But until next time, we'll see you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.